This will surprise everyone, but I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Let me get ready. Hello. Starting with pretzel. There we go. Okay. Gonna actually pause it though, because that music isn't gonna go well with the game that we're gonna be playing today, which is, oh my gosh, hello everybody, Stories! The Path of Destinies. I started playing that game last week, and I am going to not exactly pick up where I left off, but I'm going to go ahead and play some more stories in that game. So, I have gotten a little bit further along in the storyline. I'm going to stop saying story for a minute. And... boop. Wow. Okay. So, believe I'll just go to continue game.
The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong, but he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it, to take its power without surrendering to its wickedness.
Yep.
And also, his old friend Lupino needed rescuing.
I think I'm supposed to do the Lupino
Renato
one.
had a pretty strong suspicion that Lupino had betrayed the rebellion, and he had a gut feeling that he needed to use that to his advantage.
Like I say, I think I'm supposed to do the Lupino one because it's got the key there. I'm gonna try it. I've done a couple of Lupino playthroughs since last week, and they went about as well as my first one, which is to say not very.
Renato finally realized that Lupino was a traitor to the cause, and maybe Renato could use that somehow. Renato couldn't quite put his paw on when he'd realized Lupino was working for the Empire. He'd never exactly seen Lupino sending coded messages to the palace, but he was sure. The rabbit had been on too many disastrous missions where he was the only survivor, or where he accidentally missed getting on the boat that went down to the abyss in flames. If Renato could prevent Lupino from getting back to the fleet with all the intelligence he'd probably gathered, it might be worth the trip.
Also, I want to double check something real quick here. Oop, there we go. Okay. I did not mess up the height.
At least 4 times, and Renato had rescued Lupino from at least 2 lynch mobs. Sometimes, but he'd always felt that the rabbit resented him. Lupino was hilarious because he was so down on himself and everyone else. But behind the laughs, he wasn't a happy camper. Oh, was this payback? Or did the Empire have his little white tail in a vice?
Okay. I forget which way I need to go. It's somewhere around here.
There was still no sign of Lupino. Not a hair, not a pellet. Was he hiding in the cemetery further down the road? That didn't seem like him. Lupino would betray him. The call was dangerous. Renato had a fleeting idea that the two ideas went together somehow. And then it was gone again. Ah, damn ideas. They never stuck around when you needed them.
No. They sure don't. Heckin' heck. Oh, yeah.
You know, you don't smell any better when you're dead. Bloody and exhausted, Renato finally reached Lupino. The rabbit was practicing shuffling his favorite deck. Now that he knew what the rabbit was, there were a few things about him that Renato didn't find so amusing anymore.
Yeah.
You sent me an urgent message saying that you're in danger. Oh, I am.
I'll see
The
you
Ravens are
soon.
coming.
Love
Now, I got a clever plan to kidnap Zenobia. Renato wanted to clamp
Yes.
shackles on the rabbit and shout, "You're a traitor, and I'm not falling for it."
Thank you.
But if there was one thing Renato was sure of, it was that the core of the Sky River was dangerous mostly to its user. If he could put it in the Emperor's hands, old Isengrim III might blow himself and his fleet up with it. Yes, that was it.
So, I'm pretty sure I've done this denounce the traitor option and he kills me. So I'm gonna send the traitor to fetch the core, which is also a bad
Renato
idea.
felt like a real hero, brave and smart. He told the rabbit all about the Sky Ripper's God's Eye core. "I'll go get the core while you attack Zenobia," he told the rabbit. "But wait, I've an even better idea. I'll get the core and you attack Zenobia,"
Yeah,
said
see?
the rabbit. "Right, yeah, that is better," agreed Renato. Perfect. The traitor would make sure the Emperor got the core. Now Renato just needed the Emperor to use the core. If he could only get something that the Emperor wanted very badly. Zenobia. He could save her and bait the Emperor at the same time. Right. Now, all Renato had to do was fight his way through Zenobia's invading troops, sneak onto her ship and into her bedroom, and kidnap her without any of her dozens of guards alerting her. Then, he would rely on her love for him to convince her how evil her father was, so she'd run away with him instead of going back to
See,
her
so
father.
simple,
who
so
was going to blow
simple.
himself up. It did sound a little risky.
No.
But Renato had a feeling it would work out somehow. It always did.
Yeah. It always did. Gosh darn it. Okay, there was something I was gonna do here. That I forgot to do. I'm gonna see real quick. Chat here. Okay, dang it. Setting it to 0 was not. Cool. Okay, because I don't want it to fade away. I want it to stay right there, right above me. With Nani. Okay. So, back to the game anyways. That's what I forgot to do before going live. Oh, darn it. It went and faded away. What the heck? Cap chat. I could just go and have it create a new widget for me. That'll be easy enough, but I'm not gonna do it right now. Maybe I'll edit that timeout again, but not right now. It's gonna have to wait.
This chest made music when you opened it. Too bad it was Muzak.
I like music.
The market. It was going to be full of gogglers, wasn't it? Oh, it would have been so much more fun before the war. When the worst thing that could happen to you was getting fleeced buying a rug.
Boops. That's right. I got booped and it hurt a lot. And also, boop, hello. Welcome. Hope you're having a good one. I think I forgot to do my usual hope everyone's having a good one whenever I started my stream. I was running a little bit late, but yeah. I am doing super hecka good. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I mean, it's been a big day. Not in terms of getting things done, really. Just thinking about things to get done. Oh no,
These things really slice like ham.
yeah, I'm hurt really bad though. 33 health, ooh. Oh, it's okay, I'm near the
Ronaldo
end.
was halfway to Zenobia's encampment when Lapino showed up. He was disheveled and distraught. They jumped us. I barely got away. Oh, they got the core.
Damn you,
It was
Lapino.
all going according to plan, thought Renato. Now he just needed Zenobia on his side. Yes, that was even better. The Iblis Stone. Zenobia could get it. And then the Emperor would have to pursue them. Wait, no. The gem would corrupt anyone, even her. That's it, he thought. Even Lapino. Even though Lapino was already a traitor. It would turn him against his secret master, the Emperor. He would try to make himself Emperor. And the Emperor would have to defend himself with the core. Boom. He was a super genius.
Yeah, I mean, the logic there is sound. And also, I love that clip. Thank you for playing it. Who you calling Pinhead? See, I know I don't want to send Zenobia because that turns out bad. Yeah. Who you calling Dirty Dan? Wait, no. Meh. Dang it. I need to watch that episode again. I think I have it. No. I want to
This
send
is
Lapino anyway. It's
terrible,
where I was going.
Renato told the rabbit. If only I had gone for the Iblis stone. But now it's lost in enemy territory. He handed Lupino a map. It gives the bearer so much power. We can only hope the Emperor never finds it. What was that?
So I think the
Lapino?
key is I need to be
think someone's
prepared
following
to
us.
fight
I didn't hear anything.
Lapino.
Rabbit ears.
Because Lapino is going to
You
come
go on
after
ahead.
me later.
I'll check it out. And with that, Lapino hopped off with the map.
Okay. Go down here. Oh, shoot. There we go.
Don't get ahead of yourself, lad.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, this one here was actually intended to be a stopgap until I had a little bit more money for like a custom fox. But I love my little Tatum so much. I've stuck with my little loaf.
Renato slinked through Zenobia's ship.
So I think I need
making
to
no
be
sound
careful
at
of
all.
what I picked
She was
here
curled up
in this
on
part.
her bed. He'd forgotten how beautiful she was. How sleek. How soft. He tapped her on the shoulder with his sword. She was made of smoke, and he noticed he had a very solid blade to his throat. Did you really think you could capture me?
Yeah?
Purred a familiar voice. I just wanted to chat, said Renato. Did you ever wonder why the Emperor adopted you? He needs a sacrifice. Someone who truly loves him, to make a bargain with the lost gods. That's a vicious lie. He wants to bring them back. That's crazy. Why would anyone... They could make him immortal. An eater of souls. And with that, her eyes widened. She understood. Renato told her how he had rescued a priest whose order had been massacred. How he had slept in a burnt village. At midnight, the Emperor's victims had come to him in his dreams to tell him of the hideous eldritch rituals they'd been sacrificed in. He could still see those kittens and puppies. Their wide, sad eyes, their moist noses.
So
You can't
sad.
prove that. I've got a witness at the observatory.
Okay. I'm a little worried now. I'm
He
not
couldn't tell her,
sure
not yet,
if
why
I
he was
can
really
make a
here.
choice
He didn't want her to be anywhere near the fleet
that
when her
will
father blew
save
himself and Lupino up.
this line.
So he told her about how the Emperor's obscene rituals had raised ancient artifacts out of the land. How he'd followed the appalling trail of the hideous horrors His Majesty had perpetrated for the sake of his own immortality. Any of this ring a bell? He said. He told me it was all lies. You've always known when I was lying. I always hated that about you, said Renato. The rebellion had started after atrocities that the Empire hushed up. Renato had rescued a priest whose order had been massacred for one book. He had slept in a burnt village. Dead kittens and puppies had come to tell him what the Emperor had done to them.
Oop, wrong way.
Renato wondered what would happen if he jumped. Would he be rescued by an emergency platform?
No. Don't do it. Don't try it. Oh, okay.
Don't you think I'd know if my father started practicing black magic? Why? Would you join in? No. I'd destroy his books and I'd... Oh, God. Okay, you're not completely wrong. They've resurrected one of his victims. Well, look, I mean, look, it's not exactly alive, but it can talk. A true witness, she said.
Personal space?
I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just going wild with the mouse. Okay, overstimming with game combat. Wow. Uh-oh, there's a lot of dead things.
The observatory was a burning hulk. Dead scientists and black feathers everywhere. The Ravens had taken special care to burn the reanimated witness to cinders. Zenobia stared at the carnage. He didn't want me to hear the witness, did he? I guess not. What's your plan? She asked. So, Renato explained his brilliant gambit. Sending Lapino to get the Iblis Stone, become super powerful and corrupted, provoke the Emperor into using the core against him, thus blowing up both of them, and hopefully the fleet too. Let me visit your council.
I think
she
I
said,
just
shaking.
realized my mistake.
I want to help.
Could he really trust her?
done it. He'd made Zenobia see how evil her father really was. He wished she didn't feel this urge to join in the rebellion. After all, he'd taken care of the Emperor, right? Yeah, but she'd always been conscientious like that. She told him she had to go somewhere first. So Renato gave her the location of the secret base, and they agreed to meet in the ruins. He had a very good feeling about this.
Should not be
What
having
had
a good
Zenobia
feeling
been off to
about
do?
this. Also,
What was more
Oh.
important than meeting the Rebel Council? Had he made a mistake?
so I think I forgot to start Leorin board. There we go. So scan should be working now. Maybe? What? I wonder, is it still set on? Yep, V Magic Mirror, so BTP. BTP. Yeah. I only have to update 6 references here. There we go. 6 references. Save. Alright. Okay. What? Oh my gosh. What? Ooh. The scan I can't handle. Oh, that's the best. Oh. Oh, that's perfect. Oh my gosh, thank you, Turbo. Ooh. Ah. Also, let's see. Exactly, Sassy Llama. That's what I'm always going for. Um, here. I think. No, what I wanted to do real quick, since I'm already out of it, I wanted to get an updated little cap chat widget without that bullcrap fade that's going on. Yeah, so that was. Oh, oh no. I like doing the split. Um, but yeah, the chat there. Let's see here. Close. I feel like I should test it. A, B, C, D. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm it went bye-bye for a moment. See, going and switching around on my scenes. Video capture's weird. That's the short of it.
No. He knew they could trust each other.
Why is it
He could
fading
trust her
still
because she
though?
never
Like
broke
I
her
told
word.
it not to
And she could
fade.
trust him because she could see right through him. Well, she'd probably be there well before him. She at least didn't have to fight her way through rainstorms of ravens.
Now I'm curious. I don't think I'm gonna try to fix it right now though, but I mean like that's really weird. That's what I get. That's what I get. I should know better than to have fun before stream when I know there are things to do before stream, because I can't stay focused after any kind of fun time. No. Anyways, I'm not sure what upgrade I'm gonna get here. I'm leaning towards the sword magic because I use it a lot. It makes me do the sword zoomies, but this would be really good to invest in. The time manipulation. Let's see, so successful counter, time slowdown. Successful attack, time slowdown. Freeze time for everyone but Renardo when countering an attack at the last second. Lasts a few seconds, but I mean, isn't that the same? Or does it just pause longer? Because that matters to me. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Renardo, come on, let's go do this. Ow, what the heck? Those explodey ones are absolute crap. They're crap. I don't like them.
Renata wondered how much Hypatia had known about the book she protected. Enough to tell her son to protect it. Enough to tell Renato to protect her son.
I didn't click anywhere. What's going on, Windows?
He let her down there.
Windows interrupting me while I'm taking a sip. Oh my gosh. The nerve. The nerve. It is lucky I don't have the VTuber stuff set up under Linux right now. Because I tell you what. This game runs really well under Linux right now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. These hiccups are getting to be a little bit much. Oh my gosh.
Take a leap of faith, said the inscription.
I'm not a fan of leaps of faith. So thanks but no thanks, right?
As he came around the bend, there was Lapino, unconscious on the side of the path. And Renato could smell a familiar, sweet, smoky scent. Who? Zenobia. It had to be. She never used a combat spell when she could use drowsy gas. That meant she had the Iblis Stone. What would it do to her? She hated her father now. She'd kill him for sure. The council wouldn't mind if she killed the Emperor, but murdering her father would destroy her. He had to get to whatever ledge she was on and talk her down from it.
That's a bad idea, Renardo. I'm warning you.
Boy, if looks could kill. The long stairs. So he was close to the rebel base. Nothing was on fire. So far, so good.
Ah. Jeez. I'm making all the noises tonight. All the noises. Jeez.
Everyone in the council chamber was dead. Zenobia stood shivering in the courtyard, drenched in blood.
This is bad,
Why?
chat.
He managed. They started arguing with me. I lost my temper and I wanted their blood. Well, not me. The stone did.
Uh-huh.
Why did you take it from Lupino? I had a plan. You had a stupid plan, she said. I'm going to go kill my father now.
No.
No, you can't. You'll just take his place. You'll become worse than him. Get out of my way, or I'll kill you too.
So I know that this does not go well. Stopping her right now. So I'm gonna get out of her way and hope that I can save this.
Renata watched her board her ship and sail off. A few days later,
No,
the sun dimmed.
I can't.
A great void opened in the sky, like as the Iblastone itself. It stretched and ripped like a vast fatal womb, and a gaze black and pitiless as the sun passed through the void into the land. And so the lost god Iblis once again came into his own, and time stopped.
Yeah.
He had tried something bold and paid the price for it. What had Zenobia gone off to do?
I mean,
What was more important than meeting the rebel council? Had he made a mistake, sending her to the ruins?
yeah.
No. He knew they could trust each other. He could trust her because she never broke her word. And she could trust him because she could see right through him. Well, she'd probably be there well before him. She at least didn't have to fight her way through rainstorms of ravens.
Yeah. Easy mode. What the heck? Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Crap.
Funny about librarians. People thought of them as fussy clerks who shushed them for talking. But the librarians thought of their books as sacred, and themselves as priests in a temple of knowledge. Who knew they were willing to die to protect it?
Me. I know librarians are totally kick-ass. That I knew they were ready to die. Oh, yes, Boy Crying Wolf. You have an excellent day. Thank you for stopping by. I very much appreciate it. Also, Buttspot. Buttspot. I must but have a great stream and day. Buttspot. Inappropriate. But welcome. But welcome. Also, chest.
Who leaves these chests everywhere? Wondered Renato. I should send him a thank you note.
It's a good idea. People like to feel appreciated, right?
As he came around the bend, there was Lupino, unconscious on the side of the path.
What?
And Renato could smell a familiar, sweet, smoky scent.
Me.
Who? Zenobia. It had to be.
I
She
said
never
me.
used a combat spell when she could use drowsy gas. That meant she had the Iblis stone. What would it do to her? She hated her father now. She'd kill him for sure. The council wouldn't mind if she killed the Emperor, but murdering her father would destroy her. He had to get to whatever ledge she was on and talk her down from it. Didn't your mother tell you it's rude to stare? Snapped Renato, a little smug. The long stairs. So he was close to the rebel base. He was on fire. So far, so good.
Okay, here we go. Wait, I want the chest. Oh yeah, chat. It's all coming together. As in my death. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Everyone in the council chamber was dead.
Mm.
Zenobia stood shivering in the courtyard, drenched in blood. Why? He managed. They started arguing with me. I lost my temper and I wanted their blood. Well, not me. The stone did. Why did you take it from Lupino? I had a plan. You had a stupid plan, she said. I'm going to go kill my father now. No, you can't. You'll just take his place. You'll become worse than him. Get out of my way.
So I did
or I'll
this
kill
one.
you too. You won't kill me, he said. And I won't let you kill the Emperor. Enraged, she raised the sword. You hate him too? He could sense the Iblis stone, yearning for his death. But she didn't strike. If you kill him, it'll destroy you. I know you. Shut up! She shouted, her sword trembling. I won't lose you again. Not for anything. Get away from me, he said, and he was very close. I can't lose you again. And he was in reach of her sword now. I hate him! I hate you too! I love you, he said for the very first time. And then she was weeping. He was holding her.
Ooh.
The sword had dropped from her hand. He glanced at the Iblis stone. It was no longer the black of the void. It looked like
I
coal.
forgot. This is the good way.
No. It glowed like a cinder. It was crackling, burning, crumbling into ashes. You've always loved me, haven't you? She said.
Always.
She was weak. The
Oh,
stone
yeah.
had taken so much from her. Always, he said. She staggered as he helped her up. Let me take you away. Where? The island of Avalon. The sisters will heal you.
Whoop,
He will
whoop,
follow
whoop,
us.
whoop,
Then we
whoop.
need the Farfarer, the fastest ship in the Empire.
Uh-huh. AKA my ship.
The Empire had seized his ship. They'd have to take it back.
Okay, so I have to take a quick AFK. I gotta grab something, I gotta do something. It's gonna be like a couple minutes. Maybe 5. But, let me see here. I'm gonna go ahead and unpause and put on this. There we go. Okay. I'll be right back. Love y'all. Had to take a detour to bug my my cat for a moment, but I'll be right back. Okay. Feel like this might be a good moment for me to investigate CapChat and figure out why it's still fading when it shouldn't be fading. So here we go. I'm gonna try something here. And by something, I mean posting in chat. I kind of just want to see how long it's waiting to see, it's like 10 seconds, something like that. Like, okay. Well, yeah, see, I need a new I needed a new chat widget. That's what it boils down to, because that's disappointing. Okay. It's a good, really good track. I love that track, but I need to get back to the game. Also, oh my gosh, Fortnite. Okay. Hello, hope you're having a good one, Juicy Brown. Fortnite. Fortnite. My closest familiarity with that is Super Animal Royale. So I'm gonna take the shortcut here. Try to save the microphone from a can open. Oh my gosh. My microphone is so sensitive. As Martha Stewart would say, it's a good thing. Alright, here we go. Wait. What? Oh yeah.
And there it was, his beautiful skycraft, the Farfarer.
Uh-huh.
They would fare very far indeed, beyond the Empire, beyond the reach of the Empire, to the mystical island of Avalon.
Hot.
He didn't know exactly where it was, but he knew he could find it. And they would find peace there. Second star on the right, and straight on till morning, laughed Zenobia. And they laughed together for the first time in a long time.
That's so sweet. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh no. See, I'm pretty sure I've already done this ending. Pretty sure. I can't imagine any choices coming up.
But they did not go unnoticed. Scout ships lifted off, and the long lance of the Imperial flagship. Renato turned downwind to gain speed. The Raven ships could pursue, but they couldn't close. The Far Speaker croaked, "You return her and live!
No.
Go sacrifice yourself!"
Yeah.
yelled Renato. "Then you won't have her either." On the flagship, the Emperor was readying some arcane weapon. It couldn't be. It was the core.
Me.
A devastating beam lanced out of the flagship. Renato zigzagged wildly to keep the Farfare out of it. Now the Raven scout ships were closing the distance, and the beam was getting closer too. Then came a blinding flash, and the air was searingly hot all around him. There was a thunderous, deafening roar. He could smell burnt oak and burnt feathers and burnt flesh. But when he could hear and see again, they were alive
Heck yeah.
and unhurt. And they were alone in the sky.
Yeah.
Zenobia embraced him. They had done it. Through luck and through love, they had won the war.
See, this one got
Avalon, here
one
we
of the good
come,
endings.
he said as he held her arms
One
wide
look
at the
at
prow of the
him,
boat
look at
and let her
that.
feel
One of the
its
good
speed.
Maybe the real Avalon is wherever we're together.
True.
She said. And so, after a bit of an argument, Renato and Zenobia went to one of the two Avalons. The one shrouded in mists. Or the one in their hearts.
The one in their
But
hearts,
which one
you
they
dummy.
went to, I'll never tell.
Ugh. Tell him.
He'd done it. He'd forged his own destiny. Well, he hadn't actually done it. But he knew what he would do. Renato smiled at the book. He practically wanted to kiss it. The kid's sacrifice hadn't been in vain. He'd saved the book and saved the world. Renato owed him and his mother so much. Renato lowered the mainsail and let the Farfarer shoot forward in the breeze. Second star to the right, and straight on till morning.
I'm ready
This
to be a
time,
bad guy.
he would win.
I'm gonna be a bad guy. Time to be a bad guy. Okay, so continue game.
The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose.
Wait,
The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong.
see, this one seems
But he
like
was
really
sure he could figure
important.
out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out
But
of
I
empty
want to try
desert.
this one
The
again.
Iblis stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster.
that's okay.
Maybe he could find a way to use it. To take its power without surrendering to its wickedness.
Probably not.
And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion. And he had a gut feeling that he needed to use that to his advantage.
Okay. Crap. I'm gonna go with the Sky Ripper.
Every child knew about the Sky Ripper. The Transcendent Emperor had buried its pieces deep. And then, this Emperor's horrific sacrifices had brought it back to the surface.
What a deuce.
Renato wasn't exactly sure how to use the legendary weapon. But surely, there must be some way to do it without provoking another catastrophe. Had he, somehow, summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the Earth? It was more than Renato could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it. As he set foot on the island, Renato couldn't help feeling a bit curious. Was Lapino still waiting to be rescued? No.
With a little bit
He
of
was
fun with
probably
my
drinking
camera there.
champagne with the ravens. Did ravens drink champagne?
Yeah,
Did rabbits?
yeah.
Renato felt oddly thirsty, come to think of it.
They both
Why
get
had
drunk
he
off
chosen
berries.
the Sky Ripper? Renato never made plans that required constant vigilance. He was a hero. He didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out. The Sky Ripper was a long shot, He'd have to devote himself to it. No side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was against his nature. Could he stick with it?
Yeah.
Hey, how do you tell if someone's far away or just really small?
Oh my gosh, really? Okay. I see two that is gonna be tough if they come all the way over here, but thankfully they didn't go all the way over there, so wasn't so tough.
That had been his mistake before. Not trusting Zenobia's feelings for him. But how could he have known? After all these years of silence?
Yeah. Alright, whatever. Emperor writes nonsense? Yeah.
A chest full of old banana peels. There had to be more. There was.
I mean, what more is there than banana peels? What more could you want? What? You can make so many things with banana peels, I'm just saying. Oh.
When I build my castle, thought Renato, all my gates are going to open with buttons, and all the levers will drop rocks at your head.
Man, disappointing. Since I'd never come over here before, I thought maybe there's something useful. No, there's just fruit. I mean, fruit's good. Can't go wrong with fruit, except when you do.
Renato chuckled. It was the same puzzle. He wished he had his friends here, so he could amaze them. There it was. Skyripper's armature.
Yeah.
Stuff that dreams are made of.
It's good.
Engineers' dreams, anyway.
The device was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it.
Except me.
How was it part of a weapon?
I don't like
at
to
all?
brag.
He'd have to ask a scientist. But first, he'd get the second piece. The Skyripper had a heart. A core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach. Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it? He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him. It was a no-brainer. He'd sacrificed his old friend Lapino to get the armature. And the armature was useless by itself, only a series of coils and wheels. War demanded sacrifices, and he would make more before the end. He would have to choose the greatest good, no matter how much it cost him. Zenobia. Well, he would see her sooner or later, across a battlefield or a sword's point before all this was over. He was sure of that. The power was in the core. Obviously, he had to get the core.
Do it. Do it.
Doubt sunk in before he was even out of sight of the Farfarer. Why had he chosen the Sky Ripper? It was the sort of path he'd always avoided. The path of responsibility, of seriousness. Had he grown up? He didn't feel grown up. He'd made this decision from his gut, like he always did. Somehow, he'd impulsively decided to stop being impulsive. Did that make any sense?
Yeah. Who likes circles? I like circles.
Hey! Oh, cute. Not really.
Hello, motherfucker.
Oh, sweaty lean toast. Thank you for the follow. I hope you're having a great one. And I very much appreciate that. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you. I love my little Tatum. Oh, wait, oh, geez. Okay, there we go. But yeah. Got the credits for the Tatum in the about
There
for my
was
channel, but
something
yeah.
sour in the air.
I haven't done a whole
Like
lot
the
with
earth
it,
had ruptured over
but
something that
I
had been
plan to
fermenting
do
for a
a
very
lot
long
with this
time.
avatar. So far, my partner has made all of the significant modifications to it. Ooh, I haven't found this before. Here we go. Oh no! Jeez. Right into the eye beast. Okay, I got this. This game is very interesting in terms of like, there's
You almost never saw wild
a lot of
travelers
different
together like
endings.
this. Toads
That's
had to train
kind of the
them not to
focus
peck
of the
each other to
game.
death.
And I
These
love
had to be
choose
imperial
your own
goblins.
adventure type stuff,
That
right?
meant ravens were up ahead.
Uh, I really need to actually get a way to blip with this avatar. I'd love to be able to blip during stream. I'm gonna test something real quick here without caps lock turned on. Okay, there we go. Oh no. Oh no.
Sword.
There we go.
Wall. Fire. Extinguisher.
Okay. See, I feel like I modified my scan with a longer duration than a lot of my other triggers. I need to do some updates with that, but yeah.
Once,
Nobody
Renato came
can
to a
pause
dungeon where all
any
the chests
game.
were locked.
Game
Awful.
pausing is forbidden and possibly illegal depending on
There
your
were fewer
jurisdiction.
and fewer trees. There were only these huge crystalline growths. Had those been here before? He no longer heard birds except for the
And
feverish
I,
cawing
like
of the ravens when they
any
attacked.
good citizen,
He couldn't smell the small animals of the forest.
do not seek to break
Mice
the
and
law,
rabbits.
so...
Where had they gone? And he was getting hungry too. This was an unhealthy place to be.
Let's go with that one.
Renato could feel the
This
burn.
one. Renardo. Renardo was gonna vote for Bernie Sanders. Here we go. Also, I think I need to turn this. Yeah. Oh no. Okay. Almost set me on fire. Yeah. The scan is very, very nice. Time warp scan is technically what it's called. So, I mean, that makes it all the more awesome that you use the term paused it for a second. 'Cause, yes, time warp scan. It's fitting. Gimme.
The 20-sided core made him feel physically
Yeah, it's a
sick.
D20.
Once he had sneaked into a temple of the dark art, and he hadn't liked what he smelt and saw there.
Give
This
me the
felt like that.
delicious.
As quick as he could, he wrangled the icosahedron into the armature. The wheels began to spin.
Like the
Then
icosahedron.
glow. The sick feeling quickly spun away. Now he only felt sad.
Oh.
He had lost good friends for this war apparatus. Maybe Lapino wasn't such a good friend.
Sad.
Yeah, that made him feel better.
It wasn't
He carried
really a
his prize
dungeon
back
as
to
far
the
as I
Farfair.
can remember.
Now, he had to make his next move. There was a key Imperial outpost on the Nexus.
It was more like a
If this
surface
really was some sort of super weapon, he could
temple
use it to
type
wreak
thing,
havoc on
I
the
think.
enemy. And if it wasn't, well, better to know that before the final battle. But maybe he should show it to some scientists first.
Ooh, there we go. Yes.
There was an observatory on the Nexus. Maybe he should go there before he fired it.
He should. He should do that. Here we go. Seek help from scientists. The Sky Ripper was complete. The super weapon could put an end to the Emperor's madness. But had Renardo assembled it correctly, would it work at the critical moment? The scientists on the Nexus would surely give answers.
Well, of course. If you've just assembled a weapon out of legend that can exile gods from the world, you'd want to have a scientist or two look at it. And even if they disagreed and he had time, you could ask Calaveras himself.
Yeah.
Yes, the observatory would be his objective.
Yeah. Alright, game changer.
Why had the parts of the Sky Ripper only surfaced now? Thousands of years after the Transcendent Emperor had dismantled it.
Don't
the
ask.
mad Emperor Isengrim had performed terrible, bloodthirsty rituals to invoke the lost gods. Was that why these ancient artifacts were rising out of the ground?
No.
How perfect, then, that the Sky Ripper would reappear to be his destruction. And, hopefully this time, just his destruction.
Ooh, well, see, the thing about that is we don't play too many games that we can play on stream together. Although Super Animal Royale is one of them right now. Usually Saturdays is when I will end up playing with my partner Turbo. See here. Yeah, otherwise, Sunday might be a candidate. Because I'm gonna be done with Vampire Survivors in a little while. See? It's really good watching, I feel, the Super Animal Royale. Like the teamwork that we've got. I go and review my video on demands every now and then, and every time I review the one from Super Animal, and I'm playing with them, it's
for he fed them his victims,
friggin' amazing.
and the other animals are too frightened to rebel. Renato shuddered at what the Emperor was trying to do. To bring back the lost gods, the Black
And
Harvest.
nowadays, it's not even
Black
just
Sun?
like necessarily like me and them.
He would stop that
It
toad no
could
matter what the
be
risk.
friends of ours who end up doing a lot of help to the team. So. But yeah, playing with her gives me an opportunity to
The Nexus Observatory had the Empire's
work on
most
my
renowned
healing a lot.
scientists, working by themselves without interference.
Because
At least
really, in
so
any
far.
game, I am all about support role. I love support roles.
Renato was no physicist, but he could have sworn something was wrong with the trajectory of these cannonballs.
Yeah. Oh no. I just dodged those when I didn't need to. Wow. Ooh, my pronouns.
Renato
Yes.
was making himself
Yes,
dizzy.
yes. I am quite comfortable with she and they. And that's how we usually describe it to co-workers and stuff like that. Like, just please no he him. Please no he him. Like, ultimately, I probably wouldn't even care about someone just using some neo pronouns on me. It's just like, yeah, no he him. Ooh, I did not expect that to still be intact. I thought this was all gonna be eliminated.
Renato was thrilled.
Ah.
The scientists seemed to think he'd put the Sky Ripper together right.
Neo
But
pronouns
one Toad was
are
worried.
pretty dank.
Yeah, the Sky Ripper could carve a hole in
They're
existence
a little bit
itself.
beyond
There
my
are
understanding
invisible
in
strings that
terms of
tie
like
the universe
meaningful,
together. If the Sky
meaningful
Ripper cut one,
comprehension, right?
The hole would widen and widen until our whole existence fell into it.
Oh my
Another
gosh.
toad
So they're
sighed.
meant to explain
Irving still believes in string theory.
At least go see
pronouns that
Calaveras.
we feel,
yeah,
we
Said the
intuit,
worried toad.
He knows more than
but
anyone else has forgotten
they
about
aren't
the Transcendent
really
Emperor.
If anyone could tell
something
him how to
that's
use his weapon
generally
safely,
represented in
it would
our
be
speech
Calaveras.
patterns, right?
It was he who had told Renato how to find it in the first place. But maybe he had to give
one
up on
example.
using it as a weapon.
A feminine
Maybe
one
he had
would
to go to the
be,
secret
I
rebel
believe
base
it's
and ask the
feminine.
generals there what he could do with a weapon that he
L-E-L-L-E,
dared not use.
and then Ella.
One way or another,
E-L-L-A.
there had to be a safe way to use it.
Oh, there's many, many other ones. But yeah, neo pronouns are very... There's so much to it. And that's the wonderful thing about it. Like, neopronouns are specifically about trying to explain things that we don't really have, like, the kind of conventions we usually use for. So, but yeah. Deep dive. Deep dive. I think I want to go talk to Calaveras, but how do you use a weapon you can't use? See, I'm pretty sure I went to Calaveras before. He hooked me up. It was cool, but I want to try this one. I want to go straight to the Rebel base. So the Sky Ripper could destroy existence itself. If there was the slightest chance that was true, Renardo had to assume the worst and not use the Sky Ripper. Maybe he should bring it to the Rebel base. Maybe there was a way to use the super weapon without using it, right? Right?
On the way to the ruins of the city of Ubar, Renata had plenty of time to ponder what the toads had said. Strings and holes and something called anti-stuff.
Anti-stuff.
Well, he didn't understand any of it, but it made him nervous. Renata would hear one metaphor and decide the Sky Ripper was safe, and then another, and worry it was catastrophically dangerous. If it could destroy the entire world, nothing was worth risking that.
Meh.
But if it couldn't, then not using it would be an act of cowardice. Of course, it could be catastrophically dangerous. Renato knew that. But maybe it wasn't always.
I feel like
He
it
would
is
bring the
always.
Sky Ripper to the council. Wiser heads would know what to do. The truth was, if it wasn't safe, then it was dangerous. They couldn't use it. He'd found the Sky Ripper for nothing.
No,
He
not for
should have rescued
nothing.
his friend Lupino.
No.
Oh, he should have confronted Zenobia.
No.
He had nothing but his sword.
Those are both bad
Maybe the
ideas.
council would have an idea?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Seriously, both of them. Both of them. I wanted to say to both of them, I love you. Let's just go be awesome together. The Pino keeps stabbing me. And there's only one way to get out with Zenobia that I have found. It's like, Lupino, I love you. He's like, ha ha ha, stab. Lupino, you're my bro. Ha ha ha, stab. I feel like even the good ending, where you convince Lupino, I love you, he ends up, like, stabbing you later. Like, oh, they had a great 25 years, and then Lupino stabbed him. Ow! Oh, why'd I do that? Ow!
Why were so many ravens scouring the ruins?
Me.
Had someone betrayed the secret base?
Yeah. It was me. Also, I think I'm gonna AFK for a moment. I'm gonna turn on Pretzel. Because I do need to go do something. Do something, grab something. And it's just gonna be like maybe 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna be not quite AFK for like the second half of it. Like, I'll be here, I won't be playing the game. Alright, anyways. Love y'all, BRB. Wow. Also, you stop that pretzel. You stop it, pretzel. Because it is time for something special. That's what I forgot to do. Oh well. No big deal. I have to go AFK again soon anyways, so... Also, wow, I've been streaming for almost an hour 45 already. Oof. Oof. I think I'm gonna be hurting in a minute or so here. What? Eh. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is holiday. Good king wins circles. Oh my gosh. But I'll allow it. I'll allow it. And I will be right back. It'll be just a minute or two. I've made a terrible mistake, chat. I've made a terrible mistake. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What mistake did you make? What mistake? Oh my gosh. I will admit that smoke got me. Heckin' dang. Okay. Okay. Enough with the troublesome elves. Enough with the Happy Holiday Station. It is time for more stories. Also, seriously, like, ow. I champed it when I shouldn't have.
The rebellion was in trouble. They'd have to attack, brandishing a super weapon they could not use. It could work.
It won't work.
A raven cawed, "There he is!" And they ran away, cawing.
Meh.
They knew he had the core, didn't they? And they were afraid of it. Little did they know, he couldn't use it. Wait,
Dum
if they
dums.
didn't know he couldn't use it, yes. A sword can be powerful without ever being drawn from its scabbard.
That's right. So keep that sword in that scabbard. This scammer. Oh no! Oof, I did not expect that to go so well for me.
These things could really use a hand. The long stairs. So he was close to the rebel base.
Nuh-uh.
Nothing was on fire. So far, so good.
Let's go, come on. Come on. I got things to do. People to save.
Renato barely made it to the hideout when he was shoved into a meeting room.
What?
He laid out his plan.
What?
They were shocked. Bluff the Emperor with an unusable weapon?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's brilliant, laughed Renato. He keeps sending ravens, none of them come back. How does he know it's my sword?
I suppose there's no harm if it fails. Take the Sky Ripper into a firing position.
Croaked the speaker.
I shall attempt to hail him by far, Speaker.
It was a huge bluff. Renato had no cards to play. Just a weapon that could maybe destroy everything he hated and everything he loved. Could he be sure it wouldn't work? No, of course not. Of course the Emperor couldn't be sure it wouldn't work, and he must believe in ancient weapons if he hoped to bring back the lost gods, right?
Yeah. Right? Let's do this.
What terms could he offer Isengrim III? Now, he would have to step down, obviously. And accept the rebellion? Was that asking too much? Maybe Renato would ask him to make Zenobia Empress. Yeah, his daughter, after all. She would never sacrifice innocent kittens and puppies to bring back the lost gods. No. Renato had to seem confident. Overconfident, even. Like he was sure he could blow up the Emperor's ship to hell.
Yeah.
I mean, who believes a cautious bluff?
Yeah. Heck yeah.
He shouldn't get impatient. He needed to take the time to figure out what all his experience had brought him.
Uh-uh. Eh.
Oh, it was strange. Fighting to place a weapon he could not use. But he could end the war tonight with just a threat.
Yeah.
So much more humane than destroying a ship or an entire fleet. And then he would destroy the Sky River in case some other adventurer was tempted. You never knew about some of these other foxes. Soon, it would all be over. At this rate, the Imperial Army would run out of ravens.
Really? I do it at the most minimal of burps, and my microphone picks it up. Thanks a lot, microphone. Thanks a lot. Trying to be all ladylike over here, and it's picking up my burp. Well, just remind myself, that's how my sister acts, so. It's not quite how my sister acts. My sister would probably belch right into the microphone.
Soon he'd confront the Emperor. Again.
Make
This
it a channel
He'd
redeem.
make an end of him. He'd screwed up last time, but he had a good feeling about this time.
Yes. Here we go. Let's end this.
He set up the Sky Ripper and let it warm up. Zenobia came out, flanked by a whole platoon of ravens. "I know you, Renato. You won't actually use that," she said. "I know what the scientists told you.
You-
That it would totally blow up your fleet. You're
Frickin'.
reckless, Renato. Bold. Dashing. Brave. Devil-may-care.
Babe, come on, babe.
Wild.
Come on, babe.
Impulsive.
Come on, babe.
Hasty.
Yeah, babe.
Rash. Sometimes even a little harebrained. A bit feckless, even.
I'm telling you, babe.
You just don't think things through.
Come on, babe.
Oh, get to your point, woman. But you're not crazy. How do you know I didn't go crazy? Demanded Renato, doing his very best to look crazy. Well, go ahead then. Press the trigger.
You.
Oh, damn her. She'd seen through him again. She never fell for his bluffs. This was the moment to do something brilliant. To come up with exactly the right thing to say, to make a heroic move. That's what heroes do. But he couldn't think of anything that wasn't obviously stupid. He was
might
too
not
shocked to move.
know what to do.
Her ravens came and seized the Sky Ripper. He stared as they pushed it over the side into the abyss.
What?
Hey! Oh, I fought really hard to get that.
What the?
It should never have come back. And he had to admit she was right. She had always been right. It was one of the frustrating things about her. Years later, as he rotted to his death in an Imperial prison cell, Renato was still trying to come up with something clever and heroic that he could have done in that last moment. But he never could.
What the heck? Okay, so new story completed. Story number 22. Poker Face. What kind of hero are you? A hero who can turn a hopeless situation into an opportunity. Who can win a war without firing a single shot. Reward leveled up. Mwah. Everyone loves leveling up, right? I know I do. Okay, so I don't know if I want to bother with rerunning this story. I was told by the game that I might be interested in going through these stories again with new knowledge, but I mean, I have other avenues to pursue. And I think there was a change or two I could have made in my trajectory last game, so I'm gonna try that.
The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer.
Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it, to take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion, and he had a gut feeling that he needed to use that to his advantage.
Oh my gosh, I kind of want to cheat and Google to see if, like, what this means. What the heck this means. Like, I have a good feeling what it means. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna look that up real quick. Um... What? Okay, okay.
The island was windswept.
I've done this. I've
Every
done this.
child could sing verses about the Sky Ripper, but ancient codices held hints of other things. A stone that ate souls, a ruby that drank blood, a jewel only a righteous man could give away.
Were all these things the Iblis stone? Long hidden in the buried temple? Another ancient item that was only resurfacing now? Drawn up from the deeps by the Emperor's horrific rituals? I pick you! The ravens were already here, cawing in frustration. They were still searching for a way in. Good. And he hadn't come too late.
Oh my goodness, there we go. Okay. My bad. Had to alt tab to fix something.
There had to be some way to use the Iblis stone. It was old, wasn't it? People are so much cleverer now. And Renato was pretty sure he was cleverer than most people.
Look, it's not personal, but your mother wears army boots. On her ears.
The Ravens at least could not get past this point. Obviously, the temple builders knew how to deal with tomb raiders. Renato hated cannon traps. Also, who reloaded these things anyway? He never figured that part out.
It was a stone of the purest blackness. It reflected no light, like a void made solid. Nervous, he picked it up. Who said that? It was the stone. Eager, thirsty. That seemed tempting and terribly wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once, and he had a sneaking suspicion the gem would try to control him. Why not capture the core of Sky Ripper instead? It was the eye of a lost god torn out by the transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon. "What's the core?" said the stone anxiously. But even though Renato knew how evil the gem was, he had a clever plan for dealing with it. The stone bothered him. He hated being told what to do. Wasn't that why he joined the rebellion?
How you doing?
Wasn't that why
Hope
he
you have a
refused
great
to be a
evening.
soldier?
No,
He'd agreed
day,
to come on
morning,
board only if he could
whichever.
freelance. The stone felt a bit clingy, and he had a feeling it did not have his best interests at heart.
But
The
yes.
sage Calaveras had told him where to find the Sky Ripper, a weapon capable of challenging the gods. Even without its armature, the core would still possess
Chewing on
great
some
power.
Fritos
He would
over
go
here.
there.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
The moment he landed the Farfarer,
hold up.
Renato had a rare
Eating
feeling of
some
regret.
Fritos.
It's not too late, he thought. He could turn around and sail for Zenobia's island. He frowned. Wait a minute.
Whoa.
He didn't want to kill Zenobia, did he? Sure, technically she was the enemy, but they'd been at sword food school together.
You mean this
They'd never
little
been
thing
lovers,
following
but
me right here?
somehow they'd been
That's
closer.
a bot. That's a bot.
She
That's
told him
definitely
every
a bot.
secret about herself. Except the biggest one. That she was the Emperor's daughter.
But yeah, the butt thing. The butt thing
Whispered
is a
the
bot,
stone.
yeah.
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time. The stone hadn't lied about what it could do for him. With each raven he cut down, he felt a jolt of power flowing into his arm.
Heck yeah.
Whispered the stone. The core
Or will kill
Are
you.
you afraid of it? It chuckled. But it's unstable. It will poison you so much as carry it. And if you try to use it, it will explode catastrophically. Renato did not trust rocks that talked in his head. He went onwards. As he approached the core, the stone became hysterical. No, it's too much power. We'll rip a hole in space and time. He had a sudden vision of plunging his gauntlet into the core and dying in anguish. That wasn't his vision, was it? The stone had sent him its darkest fears, hadn't it? He had a sudden impulse to do exactly that. He raised his right fist and plunged it into the core. There was a rush of light. He thought he could hear the stone screaming.
Oh my
And
gosh.
then he passed out. When Renato
Heck
came
and
to,
wonderful evening.
the core was gone.
Hmm.
But the Iblis stone was no longer black,
I'll put
but
pretzel in my
glowing
mouth.
with a blue light. And it was silent.
Let me
I
see.
can't hear you, he sang out, and
Such
You.
a heckin' good day. Oh my
Didn't
gosh.
answer.
Oh.
ha!
work
said.
was pretty well.
He had
in
defeated
terms
the demonic
of,
gem with
light
the power
workload,
of his mind.
and
He felt invincible. It was time to attack the Imperial outpost
time
on
with
the
the
Nexus.
partner was
Take the
yay.
battle to the enemy. But among the huge
And then I had the
crystals,
stream.
there was also an observatory. A wise man would
Also,
probably ask the
thank
scientists
you.
exactly what he
Yes.
had first.
I appreciate.
How wise was he?
So I'm not wise. I want to take the battle to the enemy.
As the Farfarer sailed towards the Nexus, Bernardo wondered if the core had been created to silence the stone, or even to feed its hunger. Well, honestly, he didn't care. He felt terrific, and he appreciated the quiet inside his head.
The Nexus was infested with ravens, but that didn't bother Renato. With each death, the converted Iblis stone in his gauntlets glowed brighter, and he felt stronger.
Wow. He was getting a bit bloodthirsty, wasn't he?
Uh-oh.
Well, he wasn't worried. He was a warrior. They're supposed to be bloodthirsty.
See this game here. It came out a while ago, but I did not know it came out. I've had it since 2018, but the first time I played it was last week, and I can't believe I haven't heard of it before. Okay, what's going on? Oh yeah, I'm a dork. There we go. I tend to sit on games. I have a pretty large collection, and I haven't played most of them. It's like my father has a huge collection of books that he hasn't read. I have a huge collection of games I haven't played. Yeah, for the most part. For the most part. I like books. Certain books. But I will say, like, information doesn't need to be conveyed that way anymore.
If he ever had a castle, he was going to hide his stuff better.
Well, I'm just gonna call you Gub. So, nice to meet you, Gub. Don't try to tell me your last name is Nor. Or Nuh.
The core, absorbed in the stone, was doing its job perfectly. Bernardo could feel a little eldritch jolt every time he downed a raven, but then it flowed into the glowing stone the way water flows down a riverbed. It all felt perfectly natural, as if all his life, this was what he had been meant to do.
I do not know the meme. I'm actually very surprised. I know most memes, but maybe I'm too old for this one. That would explain it.
Renato tore through the last remaining guards at the outpost like hot coffee through snow.
I'm not saying I
There
don't
was a far
appreciate
thicker
it.
toad here.
I'm just saying like
He
that.
called the council speaker. He knew she would be thrilled. And she was.
I'm old.
She wanted him to
I'm
come
older
back to
than I
base.
look.
They had plans to discuss and a medal to give him.
I'm probably
A
older than
large
I sound.
golden medal. Great, said Renato. Let's talk about who else I can kill. Then the fire speaker croaked again.
Hello, Renato.
He said,
If you get sick of slaughtering second-rate birds in the Nexus, I am waiting for you in the mountains.
Zenobia. She missed him. She loved him. Once she saw how awesome he'd become, maybe she'd join him.
No. No.
They'd kiss and... Well, if she did refuse for some reason, he was no match for him now. Zenobia was taunting him. No doubt she hoped to lure him into a trap. Well, he was nobody's sucker. Especially not hers. He carried victory in his gauntlet. He would go where the council pointed him. As he set foot on the island, Bernardo felt energized, like when he was hunting or dancing. Then he smelt it, the stench of ravens. It was a good thing he was here too, before they tripped over the secret base. He was really saving the council
Mega
toad's
is good,
bacon,
but I will
so
try to
speak.
remember John. Like, names usually take me a minute, but I'll get there. I'll get there. I feel like that's part of why I'm so patient with people that, well, it certainly doesn't happen a lot anymore, but like, shortly after transition and like getting dead named, I was always like, it's fine. Well, not always, but a lot of the time, like, it takes me a while to get used to associating a face with a name, so, and I'm very, like, face name oriented, so, anyway, tangent. Oh, that's really cool. I like those little facts. See, I don't know too much about, like, Czech in terms of, like, names or language. Like, I played a lot of EU4, Hearts of Iron, all those kinds of, like, historical games, and how the heck do I still not know by now? Like, like, EU4 is one of the games that I've spent the most in, and Hearts of Iron 4 is not far behind, so I should be a little familiar with these groups.
The ravens had reduced Ubar to rubble. Renato chuckled at the irony that it was now the secret rebel base.
Was that really ironic, though? Yes, here we go.
Renato was a hero of the revolution. He deserved a medal. Soon, he deserved every medal they had, and hopefully one big medal ceremony in front of everybody with trumpets so everyone could know what he'd accomplished.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't you guys fight in groups? Oh, I know. Because there's no I in team.
Damn it, Renardo.
Long stairs. So he was close to the rebel base. Nothing was on fire. So far, so good.
Yeah, those little iBots are not fun. They hurt. They hurt. Oh my gosh.
Inside the rebel base, Renato was invited to the council speaker's private chambers.
So, this is the Iblis Stone?
He said.
I can feel its power.
Renato told her how he had fed the core to the stone and made something even more useful than either.
Crazy like a fox.
She croaked. And Renato chuckled as if he'd never heard the joke before.
We've given you the best quarters and a bottle of Tantalonian firewater. All for you.
So they'd remembered. He woke in the morning with the sweetest of hangovers. But the Iblis stone
yeah,
was
finally.
gone from his gauntlet. The corridors
Time
are
to be
empty,
evil.
except for a few rebels who looked just as hungover as him. Come on, you'll miss the battle, they yelled. Renato added sail as the Farfarers scudded across the sky. Who could have taken the Iblis stone? Was it some Imperial spy? He would find him, and kill him, and take the stone back. Renato had a bad taste in his mouth. He was killing ravens, but it wasn't fun. It felt like a chore. Ah, Renato hated chores. As a fox kid, he'd gone hungry rather than clean his room. He still didn't clean his room, he just moved house every few years. Who had the Iblis stone anyway? Up ahead, he could hear screaming and croaking and cawing. But who was winning?
I mean, we've all been there.
There it was again.
I've been the man.
Back door to the portal that went to the center of the fleet.
Might have been how you heard of me. Oh no. Oh, darn it. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
As he ran forward, Renato noticed that some ravens were starting to ignore him.
What?
Just running away.
What?
Who were they running from? Some hero of the revolution? If some other so-called hero of the revolution had the stone and tried to take his victory and his medals, Renato has got to be seriously pissed off.
Fuck.
He was the hero, not some other bozo.
Man, I don't know where that came from. It just felt right to just say, fuck. I usually don't curse on my stream, but I love to do so. That's what it's about. The horse smack. Get the force smack going. They don't stand a chance. It's because I'm very well leveled up. That's the secret.
Finally, Renato came to the Emperor's ship.
Heck yeah.
Zenobia lay dead in front of it. The ship was a wreck.
God
Ravens lay
and
dead, sprawled
anime? I
everywhere.
mean, come on.
Bloody feathers
You don't think that's a
spattered
little
across
OP?
the deck and the dock. The council speaker came out. She was waving a sword around like a flag.
No.
Look at me, Renato!
No.
She croaked. The
No.
Iblis stone on the sword was black as coal.
Hey,
Now I will be Empress.
you know
And
what?
all shall tremble before me, she croaked.
I'm gonna
So
beat
the
the crap
stone
out
had
of her. Gonna
It
beat
was
the
in her
crap out of
brain,
her.
whining for blood. I'm
She's
afraid
gone.
I can't allow that, said Renato, and moved to fight her.
Yeah.
Toads are not usually good with swords. Something about the footwork. And the council speaker was not even a warrior. She was always tripping over things, which was quite an impressive achievement when you're a toad. Yet somehow, she was pressing Renato backwards as he desperately tried to keep her sword away from his throat.
What?
Look, why don't you keep the stone? He asked. You deserve it.
Blood and souls for Iblis, she croaked. Blood and souls.
She got under his guard with her sword. It was just the tip. But sometimes just the tip is enough.
No.
He could feel his soul being sucked into the stone. As he died, he felt embarrassed more than anything else.
Damn it. So, new story completed. Story number 17 for a fistful of ducats. What kind of hero are you? A hero who deserves his medal, who will not let anyone steal the hero title. Reward of +5 fire essence. I don't need that. I don't need that. Darn it. That is a pain in the butt. It is a lot of stories, yes.
The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base.
Interestingly
They
enough,
needed a
I'm
game changer.
pretty much done
Pieces
with
of the
the
Sky River had
achievements,
surfaced.
though, on Steam. There's
Renato
a
knew
couple more.
that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis stone was hidden there.
I
was a
feel like I
dangerous
need to
artifact.
do more.
It could corrupt its user
With
into a
Lapino,
bloodthirsty
but
monster.
There's
Maybe
not really anything I
find a way to
can
use
do
it.
with Lapino right
To
now.
take its
Like, I
power
have to do
without
things
surrendering
with
to
the
its
other
wickedness.
branches
And also,
to learn more,
his old friend Lapino
and
needed
then
rescuing.
do stuff with
Of
Lapino.
course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion.
I'm gonna
and he
try
had
to
a gut feeling
replay
that he needed to use that
the
to his
last
advantage.
one, but make a change. Wait. See, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, it's been a little while since I've tried starting with the Iblis stuff.
The island was windswept desert. No one went there except ostriches and ostrich hunters. The Iblis stone. It would whisper promises in his ear, offer him power for blood. But this time,
Renato was sure he could master it. And so, Renato went ostrich hunting.
Yeah. Ostriches.
Every
Everyone
child
hates them.
could sing verses about the Sky Ripper, but ancient codices held hints of other things. A stone that ate souls, a ruby that drank blood, a jewel only a righteous man could give away.
What
Were
big
all
deal,
these
I drink
things
blood.
The Iblis stone, long hidden in a buried temple, another ancient item that was only resurfacing now.
Like I'm supposed
up
to
from the
be
deeps
impressed
by the
because some
Emperor's horrific
stupid rock
rituals.
can sip on something. I'm not. Ow.
Ravens were already here, cawing in frustration. They were still searching for a way in. Good. Then he hadn't come too late.
Just plus 10 energy. Really? Whole chest. Bah. Bah.
There had to be some way to use the Iblis stone. It was old, wasn't it? People are so much cleverer now. And Renato was pretty sure he was cleverer than most people. The Ravens at least could not get past this point. Obviously, the temple builders knew how to deal with tomb raiders.
Laura never stood a chance.
This wasn't actually such a hard puzzle, come to think of it. It was a stone of the purest blackness.
Yeah.
It reflected no light, like a void made solid.
Cool.
Nervous, he picked it up.
Dang.
Who said that? It was the stone. Eager. Thirsty. That seemed tempting and terribly wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once, and he had a sneaking suspicion the gem would try to control him.
Why not capture the core of Sky Ripper instead? It was the eye of a lost god torn out by the transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon. It's the core, said the stone anxiously.
But even though Renato knew how evil the gem was, he had a clever plan for dealing with it.
So I feel like I had another choice I could make in this chain. So I'm gonna try to do that.
The stone bothered him. He hated being told what to do. Wasn't that why he joined the rebellion? Wasn't that why he'd refused to be a soldier? He'd agreed to come on board only if he could freelance.
The stone felt a bit clingy, and he had a feeling it did not have his best interests at heart. The sage Calaveras had told him where to find the Sky Ripper, a weapon capable of challenging the gods. Even without its armature, the core would still possess great power. He would go there.
The moment he landed the Farfarer, Renato had a rare feeling of regret. It's not too late, he thought. He could turn around and sail for Zenobia's island. He frowned. Wait a minute. He didn't want to kill Zenobia, did he? Sure, technically she was the enemy, but they'd been at Sword Fu school together. They'd never been lovers, but somehow they'd been closer. She'd told him every secret about herself. Except the biggest one. That she was the Emperor's daughter. No, kill Zenobia, whispered the stone. Before it's too late.
The waterfall was spectacular. You had to enjoy these things as they came. We passed this way but once. Wait a second.
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time. The stone hadn't lied about what it could do for him. With each raven he cut down, he felt a jolt of power flowing into his arm. "You're weak," whispered the stone. "The core will kill you. Are you afraid of it?" It chuckled. "But it's unstable. It will poison you if you just carry it. And if you try to use it, it will explode catastrophically." Renato did not trust rocks that talked in his head. He went onwards.
As for the gate, well, he could take her or leave her. Sorry, best I could do. Renato really didn't want to become shawarma, or shish taouk for that matter. As he approached the core,
The stone became hysterical. No, it's too much power. Rip a hole in space and time.
Eat it,
He had a
core.
sudden vision of plunging his gauntlet into the
Wait,
core
eat it,
and
stone.
dying in anguish.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That wasn't his vision, was it?
He had defeated the demonic gem with the power of his mind. He felt invincible.
Heck
It
yeah.
was time to attack the Imperial outpost on the Nexus. Take the battle to the enemy. But among the huge crystals, there was also an observatory. A wise man would probably ask the scientists exactly what he had first. How wise was he?
Not very. Not very.
As the Farfarer sailed towards the Nexus, Bernardo wondered if the core had been created to silence the stone, or even to feed its hunger. Honestly, he didn't care. He felt terrific.
I already did that earlier on the stream, so we'll skip that story.
The Nexus was infested with ravens, but that didn't bother Renato. With each death, the converted Iblis stone in his gauntlets glowed brighter, and he felt stronger.
Wow. He was getting a bit bloodthirsty, wasn't he?
Well, he wasn't worried. He was a warrior. They're supposed to be bloodthirsty.
Uh-huh.
The core, absorbed in the stone, was doing its job perfectly. Bernardo could feel a little eldritch jolt every time he downed a raven, but then it flowed into the glowing stone the way water flows down a riverbed. It all felt perfectly natural, as if all his life, this was what he had been meant to do. Renato tore through the last remaining guards at the outpost like hot coffee through snow. There was a far speaker toad here. He called the council speaker.
He knew she would be thrilled, and she was. She wanted him to come back to base. They had plans to discuss, and a medal to give him. A large, golden medal. Great, said Reynardo. Let's talk about who else I can kill. Then the far speaker croaked again.
Hello, Reynardo.
It said,
If you get sick of slaughtering second-rate birds in the Nexus, I am waiting for you in the mountains.
Zenobia. She missed him. She loved him. Once she saw how awesome he'd become, maybe she'd join him. They'd kiss and... Well, if she did refuse for some reason, he was no match for him now. Zenobia was taunting him. No doubt she hoped to lure him into a trap, but it didn't matter, did it? He could fight his way out of any trap. He was invincible. This was gonna be fun. So where was this ambush? Reynardo couldn't wait. At Sword Fu school, she'd always studied a little harder, practiced a little longer, complained really a lot less. And then she'd become a sorceress. He'd always known he'd have to take her by surprise or not at all. But this would be a surprise indeed. Where he could find a snack. He was feeling a bit peckish. These were really nice chests. He should take one home, he thought. The mountain paths were infested with ravens. That was swell. Every time he cut one down, the stone glowed a little brighter. In fact, everything glowed a little brighter. Look how white the snow was, and how very blue the raven blood was. Seriously, where was she? He wanted to try his new strength against hers.
Oh my goodness. So I think I need to go this way to get where I'm going to. I think I got a little bit absorbed in my pretzels over here. Enjoying my pretzels.
Renato felt antsy. He'd found a source of great power. But instead of joining with the rebels, he was on a fool's errand the Emperor's daughter had sent him on. The rebels were preparing a last-ditch attack against the Imperial fleet, counting on Renato to show up in time. Would he be too late? At the end of the path was Zenobia. I thought you were going to ambush me, he said, a little put out. I owe you better than that. I know how you feel about me, love. You want to join up with me, don't you? You got to admit, we'd make a great team.
Yeah.
Of all the arrogant, ham-handed,
Baby.
half-assed,
Baby.
half-witted... Oh, come on. What else you here for? That, she said, as a dropship poured a bucket of green liquid on his head. Drowsy gas. You can't stop me with drowsy gas, Zenobia. My power's too strong. Zenobia? Where was she? When he awoke, he was staring up at the sky.
Damn it.
Zenobia looked down at him, frowning. I probably ought to kill you, but that'd be a bit tawdry, wouldn't it? She was tossing the glowing stone from paw to paw. This is pretty.
Zenobia!
He shouted, and then he fell back into sleep. On the Farfarer, Renato drank his favorite headache remedy. But it did no good. Zenobia had beaten him again. Oh, he really should have listened to the Iblastone in the first place instead of messing around with the core. He had a bad feeling about the upcoming fight. But what kind of hero misses the final battle? Renato was bruised and tired. He wasn't looking forward to killing ravens. Didn't even seem scary. It felt like a chore, like sweeping the practice room at Swordfu School, which he'd done his best to leave for Zenobia whenever he could. What would she do with the glowing Iblastone? That should terrify him, shouldn't it? But he just felt dull and stupid as he carved his way towards probable doom. Renato had a feeling that was the back door to something. But what? It was all so unfair. He'd wanted to protect himself, protect the world from the Iblastone's hunger for blood and souls. And all he'd done is get mugged. Next time he owned a supernatural artifact that wanted tribute, he'd serve it champagne and caviar. far. Zenobia was cleaning blood off her sword and weeping. It's so hungry. I can't stop killing, she said. But I fed it the core of the Sky Ripper, and now it's hungry again. She wept. It was true. The Iblistone was black again.
Okay.
A void that seemed to suck all the light out of the sky.
So I learned something, I think.
Take it from me, Renato. While you still can.
Do it.
Okay. I'll take it, he said. Yes, he thought. This is what it means to be a hero. To save the soul of even his old enemy when it looked like all was lost. He stepped forward to accept the sword from her outstretched hand. She flipped the sword, and the blade went into his gut.
Oh my gosh.
As the Iblistone sucked his soul into its infinite darkness, he could vaguely hear a voice, something like Zenobia's chuckle. Sucker.
Okay. Un momento, por favor. Okay. So, news story completed. Story number 16. The Fox Who Got Loved. What kind of hero are you? A hero who fights until the end, even when he is humiliated. Well, reward +5 wind essence. See, what the heck is this? That was just a leftover, like, artifact. See, I think Lapino, Zenobia, Iblis, and Core finally figured out that earlier. I'm gonna take a short little bio, but while I'm doing that, I'm gonna have Spotify playing with some Rot Fox. And I'll be right back soon. So I'll be like semi-AFK, but not really. I'll be here, but it's still like a couple minutes before I actually get back to the game. Anyways, so what to play? I'm gonna go with my liked playlist. I hope that works out. Alright, and I'll be right back. Whoa. Why did I leave the stream running? What the crap? Gosh. Oh my gosh, my microphone is on still. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Also, yeah, close out a pretzel. Spotify. Oops. Darn it. Oh, I forgot about something. I'll be right back again. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So you know what? I actually, I'm gonna switch to another game. I don't know what game yet. So I'm already past my 3 hour. So I'm in overtime. I can do whatever I want. I'm free now. We're gonna watch Nuke's Top 5. Here we go. No. Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see it? I say, son, did you see it? I gotta work tomorrow, so I'm in a good mood, right? That's not why I'm in a good mood. But I do have to work tomorrow. Frickin' grinder. Not the app. I don't use the app. I'm talking about my herb grinder. Sorry. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna do something here. Hey, how about that? Are you really? Game capture cannot handle Spotify. There we go. Oh my gosh. I gotta give it the volume boost. I'm sorry if that messes with anything. I'm lucky I didn't have a spill right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, so chat, I'm gonna need you to pray for me. I'm gonna need you to pray for me because, I feel like I'm gonna make some dumb choices soon. Starting with, not playing putt-putt. That's my first questionable choice. So we're not gonna be playing putt-putt. We're also not playing Pajama Sam. So, you know, might as well bail. But I will be right back. It's gonna be uno momento por favor. Sí. Oh my gosh, what the heck? What the gosh heckies? Jeez. I'm in serious pain. Serious pain. Ah. No, but seriously, I just, smoked a little much. Ow. Exactly. I'll be okay in the moment. Okay. Okay. So. Gonna turn that down a little bit because I'm gonna play something in, I don't want this to be overpowering it too much. Oh my gosh, I swear. That was, eh. Theme. have many options for games to play. The problem is what to play. I kind of feel like playing something that I haven't played on stream before, but... I don't really like all of the options. So, I'm gonna SAR it up. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. It's SAR. It's SAR. So let's see, game, Super Animal Royale. Okay. So, and that, and that. Okay. 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 Saw versus Rebellion. I'm gonna go ahead and open things up for anyone to join next round. I don't know if anyone's there, but I've had people join when I didn't know anyone was there, so see what happens. We shall find. We will find. We shall find. Heck yeah. Lay it down. We shall find. Ah, my friggin' throat. Pardon me. I think I'm getting the black lung pop. The smoke was too dank. I have partaken in too much dankness. Hey, Jesus. Leave me out of it. Leave me out of it. Stored Orc. I like that name. Seriously, I'm still recovering from that schmeuk. My poor lungies. My lungies. Oh no. Heck yeah. Salt number 2. We're really doing it, chat. We're doing it. I have an M16. Here we go. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna go straight for the flag. Here we go, baby. Andy, you mother. Gonna show Andy what's up, you know. Really? Really? Flag C? Gonna go pistols. Oh my gosh, really? Meh. Meh. Why? Really? Tell me more. I'm for the shoddy. I'm going for. I'm going to use the shoddy. Long-time viewers know I'm terrible with the shoddy, but I'm about to use it again. Jesus. Jesus with the pistol. How Jesus doing so well? I'm suspicious. Oh. That was some, that was something. Gonna switch to solos. Campfire, banana slip, no. Be a lizard. Don't need to shop other than sunglasses. No. Say no. How dare. How dare. I say it to my face. I'm sure they would. I'm sure they would. Me and my onesie wearing booty go into the pyramid. Frickin' soup. Pretty sure there was an armor around there. I could have just, equipped even a level 3, but yeah. Decided not to, I guess. Shoot. Yeah. Think I might have had him in one more hit. Okay. Still waiting for the Tanuki. Golly gee willikers. Oh, shoot. There we go. Okay. Darn it. Discord. Okay, yeah. I don't have anything in there. Oh, darn it. Okay, here's what I remember now. I remember now. No. No. Wait. Yeah. And boom. There we go. So I'm gonna set that for a moment. I don't know who's gonna join in. Last time I put up that code, I was waiting for my partner to join in, and a viewer joined in, and hey, the more the merrier. I wouldn't say that I'm good at team play, but apparently I'm not bad at it. So I'm gonna give this like say 2 more minutes. So at my time, 4:34. Oh, maybe I should do this here. I love how often the face tracker goes and thinks I have like completely closed eyes, and I understand why technically. It's just interesting how it happens, I suppose. Oh my gosh. Well, welcome to the party, Karina. I think 4:34, I believe that is the time frame that I had established. Oh. Alrighty, here we go. I love that you have the same jammies as me. They're really good onesies. I hunger for DNA. Do my tippy taps. I'm having fun here. I never thought to do this, like just quickly moving back and forth. Praise that banana. Praise that banana and 4. There, yeah, exactly. Oh my. Shrewds with the immediate ejection. But where did Schroeds go? I don't see. Oh my gosh. That's okay. We will be just fine without. Yeah, level 3. Pretty much invincible. You know, the super animal version of a tank. Although not really. I'm gonna get mowed down. It's gonna happen. Really? Oh my goodness. That's okay. Alright, we got this. I got a little carried away. I ran away from everyone. But I think we got this. They want to do a lot of chilling. Also, I need a banana forker. Banana forker. Yeah. Oh. Oh, I see. I wasn't the only one who needed tape. Oh, good job. That was some mighty fine shooting. Alright. Maybe to check in on our teammates. Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. They knew how to use their gun. I'll say that. Ooh, you know how to use your gun too. There we go. Wow. That was a revenging. Thank you, Karina. So there's only 8 left. Like, dang. We're gonna place like second or third, I think. Oof. It's difficult to go against the machine gun. Bam! Team place number 5. That was a good run. Let's do it. Ready. Customize. I'm gonna be a rat. Also, pause that. Pause. There we go. And boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. My sympathies, Nutella for Bren. Oh no. Oh, that was great. I enjoy getting owned like that from time to time. Oh, okay. I'm not used to that in my own ears. Oh, wait. No, 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 no. I want to do duos. There we go. That's better. Well, yeah, duos. Yeah. Yes. I'm gonna eat this chicken. Chicken. Ah, darn it. Brain fart. Brain fart. Just GLHF. Darn it. I had something really good I was gonna type. It was really gonna bring the whole thing together. But alas. Also, damn it, am I really... Let me double check here. Oh. You do audio sources. Super Animal Royale. Okay. Wait a second. Oh no. I waited way too long. I'm gonna make the trek all the way back. We will be reunited. Wait, shoo me. Shoo me. Whoa, shoo me. Getting them shots. Ooh. Ooh. They put the hurt on me. They put the hurt on me, that's for sure. To customize. That's already, like, selected by me, so what are you doing? Got super pug. Alright. I think I might be finding a raid target soon. I've been playing for almost 4 hours now, dang. Yeah. Probably really good. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Oh, blueberry. Oof. Well, that's how it goes sometimes, right? You know? Alright. You know, I think I should probably go ahead and wrap up. Gonna take another peek at my Steam library. And, maybe play with something. Oof. Although I'm kind of afraid of playing with it. Let me see. I worry it's gonna run away from me when I play with it, but let's see. Wow. Wow.
Okay, so this might be louder here.
What about this? This is less loud. Maybe this one? Yeah, this seems a little bit. Okay. I just wanted to have a little bit of fun there. But I think put my microphone back to the actual microphone device. There we go. Microphone device. Oh my gosh. Because honestly, I feel like I could go for a little bit longer, but I also feel like I've got stuff I should get to, and I should find a raid target. There's a lot of great people out there, so I should find one. I guess I'll go ahead and go to my outro then, and intro fighters. There we go. Everybody's duking it out. And I think I want to turn on the chat overlay. Boom. There we go. Okay. But yeah, thanks everybody, the live viewers and the VOD viewers. I'm gonna be back in 2 days. On Saturday, gonna be Super Animal Royale Day. So, gonna be playing more of the game I was just playing. Usually I'll end up playing that a little bit with my partner Turbo and some of my friends, our friends. But yeah, let me go ahead and see here. Usually there's somebody playing SAR that I can raid into. Oh, shoot. So Rinkuji-chan is live right now. That means we're raiding Rinkuji-chan. They're playing Super Animal Royale right now. And I'm sure they are dominating. But yeah, back in 2 days. Had a lot of fun. And let me type out this whole raid thingy, this whole raid shenanigan. Alright, so love you all, live viewers, VOD viewers, everybody in between. You're all wonderful. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Love you. Bye-byes.